This is going to be a fairly short video. I'm talking about great people, and I'm going to talk about my parents. The reason it's going to be a short video isn't because I don't have a lot to say, but I've already done one video on this. I'm going to put it in the description for a link. You can go right there. It was Honor Your Parents. I could have told more than I did in there. But let me just sum up a little bit about parents. You know, parents, this is going to shock you, parents are from a different generation than their children. Hey! And every generation sees things differently. You know, King Solomon, the wisest man ever, according to the Bible, and I'm probably not going to dispute that one, he said there's nothing new under the sun. And if it was true back then, it's probably still true today. Now, I don't think he was talking about inventions. I think he was talking about behavior of people. Because, you know, King Solomon saw his father have difficulty with sons, and King Solomon had some difficulty with sons, and that's part of human nature. Every generation likes to think that it's their parents' fault. Now, it's not every generation, but, you know, it tends to be. You know, when I was a boy, the movies from the 50s always showed the teenagers being really rebellious, or the movies in the 60s about the 50s showed the teenagers being really rebellious. When you watch an old Western, a lot of times you see the young people being rebellious against the standards of the community. Whatever. You know, don't judge your parents by the way you think things should be done. Judge them by the way things were done in their day and age. You know, abusive parents are abusive parents no matter what generation you're from. But I'm talking about the extreme abuse. Just because my dad would spank me, that wasn't abuse. It was usually justice. You know, have some common sense when you judge your parents. You know, there's some of us that have bad parents. There's some of us just don't want to blame our parents. Don't be in the latter group. Honor your parents. You know, one of the things my parents did was they set an example. Now, a lot of times parents are more the do what I say, not what I do type. Not my parents. They were the same people whether they were at home or at church or at the Little League park, at a family reunion. It didn't matter who they were around or what those people were like. My parents were the same people. And I'm talking about in their language and their attitudes. They were consistent. Consistent in their behaviors. Consistent in driving. And what I'm talking about here is, how many times have I had people that use foul language when they're telling me something, and then they realize their child's there and they say, now remember, you're not supposed to use that kind of language. I was just angry. My father never did that. My mother never did that. Here's the thing. If you use foul language at work and not at home, you're going to slip up. And if you want to teach your children something, don't do it yourself. Okay? Now, sometimes the children are going to make mistakes too. Understand that. My parents did not smoke. They did not drink alcohol. I did. Started out young. That's on me, not on them. You can't blame them for what you are, especially if they set a good example. Now, if you knew when you were young that your parents were a bad example and you turn out to do some of the same things, then that's on you too. But when you got good parents that set a good example, that's on you. Were my parents perfect? Nope. Nope. I can give you some examples. Doesn't matter. You know, looking back, and even when I was young, when I was rebelling, I knew this deep down. I knew it. Everyone told me. And I don't mean a few, I mean everyone. My parents were better than most. So when I talk about great people, people that give of themselves to help others at no benefit to themselves, people that go out of their way, that are inconveniencing themselves, that are costing themselves time and money to help others, and doing it on a regular basis. I'm not just talking about how you treat your children. Being a parent is setting a good example. Going to work for 40 hours a week and coming home and sitting in the easy chair and watching news and sports and Wheel of Fortune every night, that's not being a good parent. Working 40 hours a week and coming home and spending some time with your kids and taking time off from work to go to Little League. Taking time off from work maybe to take them to a ball game. Spending time letting your kids see you going to help somebody that's what we used to call a shut-in. I don't know what the PC term is, and I don't care. But taking your kids with so they learn how to talk to an older person respectfully and not acting all bored. Taking your children with when you're helping somebody. Let the children grow up seeing you doing for others where there's no benefit for you. Let your children see you be the same person every place you go throughout your life. Now that is a great person. Hey, God bless you. My parents loved me. My dad's gone, my mom's still there, she still loves me. God still loves me, and God still loves you.